Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob from Heroes Avenue. We had an exciting day today. We got the final Aquaman trailer that came out this morning. I know most of us are already sold on it, but man, I wasn't going to pass out an opportunity to watch more footage from this movie, and I gotta say, this trailer is probably my favorite trailer so far. And we'll talk about why and break it down in just a second. But also, if you didn't know, Aquaman tickets went on sale this morning, so make sure to go get those tickets because a lot of the Prime showings are already selling out. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, like I mentioned in a previous video, you get to have access to buying these tickets early and watching the movie early. So if you want to watch it on December 15th at 7 p.m. like I am, hop on your Amazon Prime account and purchase tickets through them. And I think this deal is amazing. I think it's showing confidence in this movie by the studio. So I cannot wait to see that movie and do the review for you guys because we've been talking about it for so long already. Okay, before we get to this review, just want to plug my previous video before this. I made a video of me just going out to get my Green Lantern #1 signed. This Green Lantern book is me jumping into the Green Lantern universe for the first time. Grant Morrison is writing it, and Liam Sharp was in Oakland, California doing a signing, and I made a video just showing myself getting this signed, and I actually won early tickets to the Into the Spider-Verse premiere, and the directors are actually going to be here in Oakland, California, so I won tickets to that, so that's going to be super cool. I'm going to make sure to get a review out for that early, and hopefully I can get some footage or some pictures with the directors of the movie too, because everything about that movie looks really promising so far. Alright, that's enough of that. I'll link that video at the end of this. So let's get into this trailer, because this trailer looks super awesome. So, I'm just going to go ahead and talk over it. I've been getting hit with a ton of YouTube copyright things, so I don't know if talking over the trailer is going to help at all, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and talk over. I'm going to be hitting the pause button over here. So, let's get into it.
Legend has it that one day, a new king will come who will use the power of the trident.
Alright, right here, we already are getting a lot of focus put into the fact that the Trident is going to play a huge role in this movie. I love how we get to see Baby Arthur over here and Queen Atlanta interacting with Baby Arthur. So I think we're going to get a lot of her in this movie. I'm excited, but the big focus on the Trident is very apparent already.
To put Atlantis back together again.
And obviously we get another shot of Atlantis. This looks to be a bigger shot, a farther shot of Atlantis. Looks like a flashback, obviously, because of how that statue kind of repairs itself right over here. And we are just reminded that Atlantis was once above the water once again, and we're probably going to get a little backstory into how Atlantis was sunk. And I'm sure we're not going to get to explore all of it because James Wan is already talking about sequels for this movie. So hopefully we get enough to kind of satisfy our interest in Atlantis, because I'm sure Atlantis is going to be a character in itself within this movie.
This is the exact spot that Volko gave me my first swimming lesson.
I already know how to swim.
Not even close.
Wow, so this is our first time we get to see Volko in this movie, and obviously, you get to see Aquaman talking to Mira. There's going to be a lot of flashbacks in this movie because of the fact that you can already tell by the way this trailer's put together. Aquaman's going to be talking about the past a lot in this movie, and probably we're going to get some from other characters as well. And this is super cool. Love this shot of them falling off of this cliff right here and teaching him how to swim. I thought that line of dialogue from Volko was really cool. Aquaman saying, "I already know how to swim," and he goes, "Not even close." It's pretty awesome.
You have to forget all the teaching of the surface world. Go deeper. Uncover your Atlantean instincts. He spent his entire life training. Training to be the best.
Wow. So, okay, so we're obviously in previous trailers, we weren't sure whether Volko was going to be interpreted differently than the comics, but it does look like it's staying pretty accurate right now. He is going to be helping Aquaman kind of discover who he is, and it looks to be like in here he's going to be training him up as he's a kid. And we've seen most of this footage before. Just the fact that we get that shot of Aquaman first seeing Atlantis and him discovering his powers, super cool. Let's go on.
My parents made me what I am. I am the protector of the deep.
Okay, so Aquaman is now a protector of the deep. First of all, that shot when they do a close-up of Aquaman's face in the international trailers, he also does this kind of pivot where the camera pivots to, and I thought it was pretty corny. I'm glad they left it out of this trailer. Hopefully it's not in the movie. I didn't like that in the international version. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If not, no need to look it up. But in this shot right here, we get to see, I don't know if I just didn't notice this before or not, this looks to be like Black Manta's ship right here, which is portrayed, or which is shown later on in the trailer as well. I don't know if this is just a polished clip or that wasn't in there before. I'm just noticing that now, and now he's calling himself the protector of the deep. I think that's the first time I've heard that line said by Aquaman and the promotion leading up to this, and I like it.
In this trident resides the power of Atlantis. In their own hands,
Wow.
it will bring destruction. But in the hands of the true heir, it will unite above and below.
That shot of Orm was amazing.
The time has come for Atlantis to rise again.
Okay, so we got some new clips in there. I think just that shot of Orm is incredible. Look at the detail in his suit. That is super translated straight from the comics. I think James Wan is making probably one of the most comic accurate, aesthetic-wise, comic book movie out so far. I mean, there's been a lot of good movies out there that have been staying true to the spirit of the comics, but James Wan is literally translating this from the page to the screen in a lot of cases. So that is super cool. Obviously, we get to see more of Dolph Lundgren's character. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Ivan Drago from Rocky. We get to see him, same shot that we've seen before. We get a little bit of an extended clip of Orm riding this crocodile thing. Super cool. It looks awesome to me.
Stop him.
How do you propose we do that?
By retrieving this.
I already got one of those.
Not like this one, you don't.
So again, the focus on the trident is at center stage in this movie. We get to see more of Volko. He doesn't seem like a villainous character like I thought he'd be, but who knows what we have in store for this movie. If you've read the comics, you know what happens with Volko in the Throne of Atlantis storyline. But again, they're going to be looking at for this trident, and this is pretty funny how he, with the camera movements. And I think James Wan is really good at getting those unique types of shots and capturing new types of ways of telling his story, and I thought that was cool. It was pretty funny how he says, I got a trident already. I think that Quindent looks insanely better than the trident, but this trident apparently is going to have a ton of power. So, moving on.
The war is coming to the surface, whether you like it or not.
Ooh. My man Black Manta.
I knew you were special.
Okay, so a few more new shots in there. More of them fighting underwater. Again, this type of movie is unparalleled. There's been no movie to this degree underwater, and I think it looks incredible. The CGI has definitely been polished to the max. It looks great, and someone in the comments before made a point to me saying, hey, what more could you want? They are making a movie that's supposed to take place underwater. What more could you guys want? Stop complaining about the CGI. 10 years ago, we would have been just happy to have the movie, and I think we should still feel the same way today, especially for them trying to push the boundaries the way they're doing here. This is a new shot. I don't know what he's throwing. It looks like he's still using his Quindent, so this is not at the end of the movie at all, it looks like. So unless he somehow loses the trident and has to fight with his Quindent once again, we'll see what happens there.
You believe you'd be the one to unite out to.
Ooh, here we go. So again, there's that ship, Black Manta's ship. We get a little bit of Queen Atlanta fighting the guards. You can see that the guards that are facing her are white guards, and then you see later in the trailer, like right here, we have red guards, and this looks to be after probably Black Manta's dad gets killed, and he's somehow making a deal with Orm to get some technology or just form a partnership. So can't wait to see what Yahya Abdul Mateen does this. I think I said his name right. Does with this character. Ooh. Gotta stop it right there. Hydrokinesis powers. That's the first time we saw it in full force. It was like a fraction of a second. So I'm just, again, Mira is probably the thing I'm most excited for in this movie. Seeing her and Black Manta, those are the two top things I'm most excited for in this movie. Obviously, Aquaman. I can't wait to see what he does. It's his story, but those are the two characters I'm most intrigued about right now.
something more.
Okay. So very Star Wars Episode 1-y.
What could be greater than a king?
Wow. All right, there we go. Right there. That's the one I was waiting for. That shot of him, you know, that classic shot that we know from all the cartoons that made fun of Aquaman, the little rings coming out from his with his telepathy for the ocean life. So we're gonna get that in this movie. I love it. We got crazy looking image of, like, it looked like hundreds of sharks out there going to battle here. I'm not sure if, you know, why that, if they're underwater, why are they like walking on the ground and not swimming? I don't know. Again, guys, don't take this too seriously. Just enjoy the movie. I'm over here thinking about it too much, but I did think that image was cool with all the sharks in the background. And let's move on. Oh, damn. All right, we've seen that already. Oh, that's the end of the trailer. We've seen that shot already. We got these big, huge creatures, and there's a number of huge creatures in the Aquaman lore. There's Topo, there's the Kraken, there's I was wondering, I'm not sure what that is in there. I'm not even going to venture to guess, but since I know that we are going to see the trench creatures, I was thinking at first that it might be the queen mother of the trench creatures, and I'm sure that that is going to play a role in this movie. I'm not sure if that is going to be the Queen Mother. Could be. I know Aquaman does kill her in the comic books, but in here, this queen, I bet you this big creature is going to play a huge role in maybe helping them win the war or turn the tide, because that's what happens in the comics as well. So I think that's the end of this trailer. Yep. That's all. So again, why I really like this trailer is, one, because we got that reveal of Volko. We got all characters involved on display. We got some iconic shots of the villains. We got Arthur Curry as a baby, as a kid, as a teenager, and as an adult in here, and in his classic suit. So we're gonna, I don't know, maybe they gave away a little bit too much. I'm starting to think about it right now, and I'm thinking, like, man, we saw his progression throughout the whole movie. So another thing I noticed is that the music in here was very, it was good. It was very powerful. It felt I don't want to use the word swashbuckling because that's what everyone uses to describe movies at sea, but that's kind of what it sounded like to me, a superhero swashbuckling theme. I hope there's more of a theme to it. I don't know if I picked up a single theme in there. I don't know if I picked up a really distinct theme for Arthur in there, but I did like it. It sounded very triumphant, and it fit the tone of the movie. So I liked it a lot. I mean, we don't get to see that awesome rooftop chase scene in here, but that second trailer was really a spoiler for us, man. We got like 5 minutes of straight up footage in there. So this is why I like this trailer the most. We got to see every character on display, even Volko, the guy who we've seen essentially nothing of so far. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, how you liked this trailer. Did you think it gave away too much? And let me know if you copped your guys' tickets already. So make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the video of me getting my Green Lantern #1 signed. I will catch you guys next time, guys. Peace.